Come again.
Hello and welcome to the American Massage Conference pre-conference broadcast series on Massage Therapy Radio. I'm Felicia Brown and I'll be your host for this interview and series. This is one of several broadcasts with the presenters and experts who are appearing at the American Massage Conference May 20th through 22nd, 2011. The inaugural event is being sponsored by Massage Today, Massage Envy, Massage Warehouse, and ABMP, and will be held in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. Our special guest today is Linda Cillian-Wolf. Linda and I will be talking about the student-focused program at the American Massage Conference, Smart from the Start. But first, let me tell you a little bit about Linda. Linda is the Education Director. Pardon me, I'm going to goof this up. That's a first. Linda is the Education Director of Massage and Spa for Performance Health Products Incorporated, makers of BioFreeze Pain Reliever. Linda is also the President and founder of the Soul Wolf Resource Group, a business development consultancy specializing in the massage, spa, and integrated healthcare markets. Linda is licensed as a massage therapist and registered facial specialist in the state of Florida and practices in Merritt Island, Florida. Linda has traveled the world for the past decade to spread her message and passion about the benefits of massage therapy. Her travels have taken her to Asia, Europe, Australia, Canada, the Caribbean islands, and all over the United States. Linda, welcome to the American Massage Conference pre-conference broadcast series. It's wonderful to have a chance to talk with you today about your topic and the event, actually, Smart from the Start.
Thanks, Felicia. I'm excited to be here and be part of the American Massage Conference and this pre-conference broadcast series. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Well, it's our pleasure, and of course, I know everyone with the American Massage Conference is really thrilled that we have this Smart from the Start program for students, and I really want to get into that in a minute and talk about it. But first, I'd like to find out, why exactly did you want to be involved in the American Massage Conference?
Well, I love the idea of helping out and getting to talk about retail. I had the privilege of being a part of the Canadian Massage Conference with Scott and Monica and Robin and Lorena, and was that in November. Performance Health jumped right up and wanted to, get a booth. But when they asked me to speak and be able to talk about retailing, I got really excited. And I love the idea that this is just a new program, and it just seems it has such positive energy. So I'm very excited about it.
Well, it's going to be a fantastic conference, I know, with Scott and all of his partners from the Canadian Massage Conference, as you mentioned, and then, of course, with the addition of Angie Patrick in the team for the conference here in the United States. It's bound to be a fun, educational, exciting weekend for everyone that attends, and I know I'm really looking forward to it, as everyone has heard on these broadcasts. Tell me what events and activities you are most looking forward to at the American Massage Conference.
Well, I'm all about networking, so just the idea to get to network with, all the great presenters and the different vendors that are coming. Love the student program. I get so excited to meet all the new students. They're the future of our profession, and love the vendor classes. So I'm looking forward to going to those because I've seen a lot of the vendors that are partnering with, our educators. So I think those are going to be interesting, and that's a really neat thing that I noticed the Canadian Massage Conference did and the American Massage Conference is doing. So those are some of my highlights.
Well, there's so many great events that are going to be a part of this conference, certainly the student program in particular, and we're going to talk about that shortly. But in the meantime, I'd like for you to tell everyone, maybe not everybody knows you, but tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and how long you've been in the massage profession.
I went to massage school in 1993 at Space Coast Massage Institute in Melbourne, Florida. I grew up in Merritt Island, Florida, and in 1994 I opened an office with my massage partner, Leanne Ricky Vergara, and I'm happy to report we are still there today in the same location. So we're a very successful massage office, and we've kept our partnership going. In 1996 I started my consulting business, and I've had just the privilege of working with some of the great companies and spas and massage centers across the country. And then in 2009, I became a full-time employee with Performance Health, and I'm their education director. So I get to really concentrate on the massage market and the spa market, and we work with a lot of school programs and the student programs. And I've had a lot of volunteer experience also. In the last 8 years, I just finished my term as I was on the Florida Board of Massage Therapy, so I served that position for about 8 years.
Excellent. And as you said, you're really involved in education, working with that particular aspect of the massage therapy field. So I know that's part of your passion for working with students at this conference. Tell everybody about what they can expect in the Smart from the Start program.
Well, I am just super excited that they're bringing the Smart from the Start to this program. And you mentioned Angie Patrick being a part of the American Massage Conference. I've had the privilege to work with her. We have probably done about 5 of these student programs all over the country, and we've worked together on all of them. So just so excited that we get to bring nuggets of information and bring the excitement so that to the students. And I just think it's just different. You get just difference of opinions and different topics out there. And I mean the most excitement too is we have always worked prizes around the student programs. And I think we were talking about it. We have about $5,000 worth of prizes that are going to be given away. So I mean there's so much positive energy, and they come out of there we want to give the students the right idea that this is a fabulous career, this is a fabulous profession, and the excitement really grows in these programs.
Well, the student day and the Smart from the Start program is really exciting. In fact, when I was at the Canadian Massage Conference back in November, I peeked in and watched a little bit of that, and it was so much fun to listen to the presenters, but to see how they kept the students engaged. You mentioned the door prizes, so trivia questions were being asked, or the paying attention questions. Did you listen to what the last presenter just said? If you did, you might win a prize. And so people were really excited to stay and listen to each of the presenters and then pay attention. It's a fast-moving program. There's a lot of information being presented in a short period of time. It goes from 10 to 12, and I think there are 5 presenters. But the door prizes are being given throughout, so it's really fun. It's not just, here we're going to listen to 2 hours of instruction, which could potentially be boring, although not with you guys. But that the prizes being given away then I think is really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you mentioned something, let me bring that up, is that this is something that Angie Patrick and I put together, so not just the drawing of a number with a ticket, but it's important for everybody to pay close attention because we do ask questions about what you just learned from that speaker, and then there's, prizes. You can answer the question right about, what's a great retail item, and you can win a, $500 massage table. So we mix up the big prizes and the little prizes, and everybody walks away with something. The goodie bags are just going to be, stuffed with, great products from, all the sponsors. So, everybody walks away, as a winner at that program.
Oh, definitely. Now, besides all the free stuff that's being handed out in the potential prizes, tell me about some of the topics that are being presented that day or some of the presenters that are going to be there besides yourself.
What we have on the lineup is Angie Patrick is going to be running the program. She's going to be talking about professional grade products and how to pick the right products and where to get them. And she just does a great job. She puts so much passion into her presentations. Guru Karen from Soothing Touch is going to be a part of the program this year, and he's going to be talking about different lubricants. How you match those up with different techniques. I know Ann Williams from ABMP is going to be part of the program. She's going to be talking about career development. Ryan Home, that everybody knows from the Massage Nerd, he's going to be talking about social media. And then myself, I'm going to be talking about retailing.
Well, that sounds like a great lineup, and I know I've seen all of those folks present at one time or another, and I know the students are really in for a treat with all of you. But in particular, I want to focus in on your topic and find out why retailing is an important subject for Smart from the Start.
Well, I just have so much passion about retailing, and like I had mentioned, I still have a practicing massage center. that I've had since 1994, and I have incorporated retailing in my practice from the very beginning. And I teach, I've had the privilege of teaching at many massage schools across the country, and a lot of times there hasn't been that much positive on retailing. Is it ethical? Do you have to have a big practice and everything, for retailing? So it's really nice that the students can understand, the bits that it isn't that hard. And my biggest thing is that we need several revenue streams. So we want to teach, you do a lot of the business and marketing. So, I think it's so important that the students learn that the different business and marketing opportunities that are available, no matter if you're going to start your own massage practice or you're going to go work for somebody. So I think it's very important to know, those basic retailing skills that are available.
Oh, most definitely. And you're not kidding about there being a lot of, maybe not much emphasis on retail sometimes in massage schools. And I know that in the program I was teaching in previously, I hate to say it, but another instructor had told therapists that it was unethical to sell products, and that it was a conflict of interest, that they should just be doing the massage, and pretty much that was it. And in my opinion, and I know you and I have talked about this before, if you're not retailing, you could actually be doing a disservice to your clients. If you have the opportunity to provide them with a solution, something that they can use for home care that will help them reduce their pain or increase their relaxation experience, then my feeling is it's really your responsibility to introduce them to that. And if it's within your scope of practice, certainly you should be carrying it and having it there as an option for them, rather than sending them off in some blind search, hoping, with their fingers crossed, that they might find what you're talking about somewhere in their area.
Oh, you absolutely nailed it. And I think that's why it's important to realize what's available out there, and that, we create our own retail setup in the massage market. Probably one of the things that we do at our office is we even sell Epsom salts, just for what you said, so I don't have to send somebody out to the drugstore, even though that's a product they could get at the drugstore. And we do that simply for convenience.
That's a great idea. That just shows, you're not talking about something that has to be particularly expensive. I know one of the common things that I've heard is, it's really expensive to carry a retail inventory. I don't want to have to deal with that. And, Epsom salts are not expensive from a wholesale perspective, I'm sure. There's obviously some companies that you would have to place a large minimum order to get started, but that seems like something that's pretty easy to bring into a practice.
Right, and I started out with 3 basic products. We pain relievers, topical analgesics have always been the most popular for us, and we do some bath products and we do aromatherapy. So I think the myth that you have to sell, either dozens of products or hundreds of products, you don't have to, and it still will definitely affect your bottom line.
Oh, most definitely. Linda, I'm curious, do you talk about any of the other common myths or misassumptions, I guess, that therapists make about selling retail or not selling retail?
I think the most important, because some of it we kind of covered, is that it's not unethical. As long as you are practicing, good business and good ethics, and that you're not, acting like a pushy car salesman or anything. So I think that. And the other thing is that you don't have to have sell a lot of products. And then I think the other thing that we touched on today, and we like to cover, is that, besides the products, is sometimes if you're not giving that service to them, that could be looked at almost as unethical. Having that solution, I think that's a great way of putting it. And because we look at our clients, the whole picture, and selling products, fits into that. And that's really the message. We like to start, on the student level, so it's not just learning it after you become licensed.
Definitely. And learning to sell retail is definitely, it's an art. There's an art to it, but I think the biggest thing that people have to remember is that we're in massage therapy to be of service to our clients, and that as you said, I mean, these products are things that are going to serve their needs. And so unless you're selling something that's really not, that doesn't make sense, I don't know, a great example might be, let's say you're selling life insurance.
Right.
Maybe you're selling perfume. I don't know, that might, it's kind of related, but not really. Supplements sometimes can be a little bit questionable, because if you don't have any nutritional information and you're just trying to make extra money, then that might be something that would be unethical. But for things that are within your scope of practice, if you're a relaxation-only therapist, then maybe having some relaxation products, neck wraps or bath salts, even massage music, things that you've played in your treatment room or that are really popular can be very helpful, even guided meditation CDs. As you mentioned, if you're doing pain relief, the topical analgesics, might we say BioFreeze in particular, but things that can really make a difference in people managing their pain and not always having to come in to see you for a session. I mean, I think that's one thing we have to remember. A lot of therapists want to say, well, if they need me, they'll come and see me for a massage, but people can't always make the time or fit it into their budget to come back for another session. And so having things that can, A, provide relief in between sessions or provide them some relaxation, or maybe just remember how great the massage was, something that just has that quality to it, like a nice aromatherapy mist or something.
I'm ready to go buy some products. You mentioned BioFreeze, and that's how I actually got affiliated with BioFreeze. Is many, many years ago when I started my practice, that was the first product I put on the shelf, and I mean my clients loved it. They were coming back for more massage, and in between those visits were to buy more BioFreeze, and that's how I wanted to know more about the company, because it was from my client demand. And now they've created a program called the Where to Buy program. So if you're selling the product, they'll put your name on their website, and it actually has been known to bring in more business, because people want to go buy the BioFreeze and they come into your massage clinic and they're like, hey, this is a nice place. Hey, I've been meaning to get a massage.
Right.
So it really does go hand in hand. I started something called, and a lot of the classes that I teach, and it calls about driving your own bus. And BUS stands for simply believe in the products, believe in the products, use the products, and sell the products. So if you're believing in them and you're using them in treatment, it's going to be a natural extension. So that's one of the things that we teach the students is to drive your own bus for profits and to take care of your clients.
Well, I think that's great advice. Definitely, you have to believe in what you're selling. I don't care what it is, whether it's a technique that you are doing or a product that you have on the shelf. And certainly, if you're using the product in the treatment room, it's really easy to sell it because the client's already experienced it. So all you're doing is basically putting it in front of them and saying, hey, that whatever it was that I used in the treatment room that you liked, well, here it is. If you're interested, I've got it available for you. And it's not really much more than that. It's just letting them know that you've got it available for them to take home if they're interested. But I really like what you said about BioFreeze having the client locator, or the where to buy rather, the store locator, because that's a great point about retail, is that some people will actually end up becoming your customers because of the products you have available. It's maybe more common in the skincare industry, where you have these big brand names that have these big websites, more so than some of the smaller products out there for massage. But the fact that BioFreeze has that, and that it does actually result in people getting more clients, well, that ought to be a motivation for carrying retail, and in particular that product. I definitely didn't know about that. I think I'll have to add myself to their list.
Yeah, please go to biofreeze.com and you'll get all the information about it. But it's definitely been a success. It was a tool created for the practitioners to help them out there, and that's one of the things we go over in the retailing for the students is how to find the products, how to buy the products, how to find the right is it a manufacturer, is it distribution you should be working with, it's a partnership, finding the right companies that are going to work with you and create the right tools. So that's a great example.
Well, it sounds to me like your class in particular will take the fear out of selling retail. All the questions that people have or the worries, you're going to sort it all out and give them a good start, smart from the start, of course, with retail, but give them a good foundation from which they can build their own retail program.
Absolutely. And, I'm just a big believer that information is power. So, you get that information and then you decide what fits best for for that dream practice that you want to build.
Great. Well, Linda, before we wrap up, I just want to ask you, is there anything else that you'd like to share or any advice that you have for new massage therapists that are just starting out?
Well, probably the first word of advice, since we're talking about the American Massage Conference, is this is a great opportunity, to get that great head start with the Smart to Start. So come to the conference. And my big thing is that you don't have to do things alone. And by getting that education, and this is a great way to get it. And the other thing would be is to set goals. Set the goals that you want to achieve. And I always recommend that you get a mentor. And again, running around like at this conference is a great place to see who's doing what, and it gives you an idea of what you want to do, when you become licensed and you start your new practice and you just be in your new profession.
Well, I think those are great tips. I really agree with you about the goals, and of course, coming to the conference. I just think that anybody that comes is going to be really thrilled, especially students who are just getting started. This is a great way to get a leg up, to get really pumped up about graduating, getting finished with school, taking your exam, and just getting your practice set up. So I'm really thrilled that that's going to be a part of the program at the American Massage Conference. Linda, tell everybody how they can learn more about you and the other types of education that you offer, or just how to get in touch with you through performance.
Well, the best way to get in touch with me is probably become my friend on Facebook. So I'm just Linda Solling-Wolf with a hyphen. And you can find me on Facebook if you want more information about the Where to Buy and the BioFreeze. You can go to biofreeze.com, and then I would go to the American Massage Conference website to learn more about this program, because I think this program is definitely something that you don't want to miss out on.
Well, you're right about that, and that website address is AmericanMassageConference.com. I want to give everybody a few more details about the conference and some reminders about how to stay in touch with us. We would really like all the students out there and everyone else that's listening, other massage therapists and professionals, to be a part of the first American Massage Conference. As we said before, this conference is put together by Scott Dartnall and his whole team. That's Lorna, Monica, Robin, and, of course, Angie Patrick, that most people know from Massage Warehouse. It's going to be a fantastic conference, and it's a wonderful value. You're just not going to find it anywhere else. It's only $40 to get admission to the conference. With that $40, you get 25 free one-hour CE classes. Now, of course, those classes are for licensed massage therapists, not so much for students. We've got a whole student day that's going to be available. The students are welcome to sign up for whatever they like, but in particular, the free student day is where we want you to focus on. Get ready to get started the smart way with the free student day. Of course, on the student day, we're also going to have a free full-day class with Laura Allen. That's actually prior to the student day on Friday. That full-day class is on how to pass the NBLEX and NCB exams, sponsored by ABMP, and comes with a free copy of Laura's book on the same topic, and that's generously donated by Lippincott. But back to the full conference, $40 gets you access to those 25 free one-hour classes, as well as an invitation and access to the trade show, where there will be top massage product manufacturers and vendors just waiting and ready to talk to you about what they have to offer. You'll also be entered in a drawing to win thousands of dollars in door prizes. This is aside from what's being given away at the Smart from the Start program. This is for all attendees, and these prizes will be amazing. It's worth the $40 admission price just to be entered in that drawing. So get excited about that because there will be some wonderful things being given away. And on top of that, there's a gala on Saturday night with food, drinks, and live entertainment and a rip-roaring good time. I have no doubt it will be a lot of fun. So please be sure to register to get all of that. In addition, you can sign up for up to 100 hours of continuing education that's being offered from other presenters out there, including myself. There'll be 3-hour classes, full-day classes, and 2-day classes available. So take a look at the website and see what piques your interest. Additionally, we've got the first ever National Massage Therapy Job Fair that's happening on Sunday the 22nd. That's actually after the Smart from the Start program, which is in the morning. That's from 10 to 12. There'll be a little break for the students then, and then on to the job fair. That's happening in the afternoon from 1 to 5. And it will include employers from national, state, and local regions. So you don't have to live in Atlanta or even Georgia to benefit from this. You can come from anywhere in the country and potentially walk away from this conference with a new job. Finally, it's really got a wonderful rate for the hotel at this conference. It's only $121 a night, which you can certainly do by yourself, but if you decide to bring a few roommates, you can split it up with up to 4 people, and that is quite a value. You definitely want to stay on site if you can because the conference hotel is where everything's going to be happening. Also, as a reminder to everyone listening, the show guide will make up the center spread of Massage Today's May issue. Now, this guide is going to go out to over 62,000 massage therapists and will be available free at the show. This is the first nationally circulated conference show guide and has some amazing advertising opportunities. So if you are a vendor or educator that's listening in today and you want to get some great exposure for your products or classes, please contact Sandy Pierce at Massage Today for details on being a part of the show guide. Of course, the American Massage Conference could not happen without the support of all of our global sponsors, including Massage Envy, Massage Warehouse, ABMP, and of course, Massage Today. We thank all of them for their support in this year's event. Again, if you'd like to find out how you can attend the American Massage Conference May 20th through 22nd in Atlanta, come and meet Linda or myself and attend classes with any of the amazing presenters that are going to be there this year, please visit the official conference website at www.americanmassageconference.com. We also invite you to stay connected with us on Facebook at www.facebook.com American Massage Conference. I hope that after today's discussion, all the students listening are ready to come to Atlanta to the American Massage Conference and to Smart from the Start with Linda and the other presenters that are going to be a part of that. Linda, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us today about the Smart from the Start program and sharing your time and knowledge with everyone. I know that everyone is really looking forward to your class, and, of course, I'm looking forward to seeing you, as always, at the American Massage Conference.
Oh, thanks again for having me.
Well, it's our pleasure. This is Felicia Brown, and on behalf of everyone from the American Massage Conference and Massage Therapy Radio, I want to thank you for tuning in to this broadcast of the American Massage Conference pre-conference broadcast series. Please remember to check back for upcoming interviews each week between now and May 20th. We look forward to seeing you in Atlanta in May. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a fabulous day.
Come again.
Let there be plenty, plenty. Let there be plenty love. Let there be